Driving south on 395, heading down towards the trailhead to start our hike of the JMT, and we're all excited. Yep, we'll be there in 4 days. That's the road that's switchbacking up the eastern slopes of the Sierra to the Horseshoe Meadows area where we'll get on the trail. That's looking kind of southeast towards Owens Valley and what used to be Owens Lake but is now Owens Salt Flat as LA Aqueduct has diverted all the water, leaving that dry lake bed. We're about to start our journey. We've driven up from Mammoth this morning.
The most epic road.
And we're heading up. Today we're just gonna go up and over Cottonwood Pass.
Get to Chicken Spring Lake.
And head down just a little bit to Chicken Spring Lake.
Oh, by the way, the road that we drove up was awesome, but it was in the most boring car.
Okay.
If you're ever down in this part of the country, definitely go drive the road.
Okay, this is a road driving vlog and a hiking vlog now.
It's a hiking / road driving vlog.
Yep. Well, that's true. So let's get our packs on and
get out of town.
Get out of town. Okay, we're starting. We're just shy of 10,000 feet, heading up to our first destination, which is Cottonwood Pass, in about 3.8 miles. Okay, we've been going about 30 minutes along this little sandy trail. I'm gonna take this little side trail so you can see Horseshoe Meadow and that beautiful flat high Sierra meadow. Tinge of purple in those wildflowers. Gorgeous.
Good luck. I'll be back here.
Okay. I don't even have my poles out.
You're so courageous.
What have you been doing?
We've been out for 6 days. We did Whitney.
Good for you.
Yeah, it was nice.
Awesome job.
Enjoy your hike.
Thanks. You have lovely animals. Thank you. We're checking our navigation using our paper maps, which we're used to, and also the Far Out app, which will GPS locate where we are so we can kind of pinpoint exactly where we are, which is cool technology that we did not have 10 years ago. So we can actually see kind of exactly where we are on the trail. Pretty awesome. Hey, we're lucky to have seen the remnants of a total crazy plant called the snow plant. This plant is a total rule breaker in the plant world because it doesn't have any chlorophyll and can't do any photosynthesis. Instead, it's what's called a mycoheterotroph, which means that it is a parasite on fungus, the mycorrhizal fungi. So there's fungus under the soil, and the fungus are in a mutualistic relationship with these conifer trees. And so the trees are providing the fungus with sugars and nutrients. And then these crazy plants, where is it? These crazy plants are tapping into that fungus mycorrhizal network and stealing the sugars. They're called a snow plant because they emerge early spring when there's probably still a bunch of snow. So we're actually pretty lucky to see one here in mid-July. It's kind of on the last bit of its life, but there it is. We're on the final approach to Cottonwood Pass, which is just kind of right up there, a couple hundred feet. And that's looking down at Horseshoe Meadow, where we started
2.5 hours ago.
2.5 hours ago. And I would say we're doing good.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah. Okay, let's go make it to the top.
Yeah. Good job, baby.
First pass. Okay, we're at Cottonwood Pass,
Yeah.
which is the southernmost pass that we'll cross through on our hiking trip, backpacking trip. So what is a pass?
A high,
Can you hold this?
typically higher elevation location where trails converge.
Well, it's
1, 2, or 3 kind of.
it's a low point in a range.
Well, this happens to be 11,160 feet of elevation, so it's not very low.
Correct, but like if we looked left and right, we'd be at a low
In a saddle.
point. In a saddle, right? So it's the lowest point where a trail comes up, crests, and then heads down on the other side.
Yeah.
The other thing about a pass is the water one direction
To the
will
east or to the west.
to the west or north south. In this case, it's water's going to run east, Cottonwood Pass that way,
Yep.
and west from Cottonwood Pass that way. So it's a low point,
Yep.
trail crest.
It's multiple things.
It is, and we'll pass through a lot of passes.
We have a lot of passes to pass.
And the other thing we should probably tell people is what the Sierra Nevada are, because we're hiking in the Sierra Nevada.
Well, don't tell them. They're mountains, but you didn't hear that from me.
They are mountains. They're mountains in California. They run from the south near probably, I think, Walker Pass, which is south that way, all the way up north of Lake Tahoe, past Lake Tahoe, but before Mount Lassen.
Awesome, yeah.
Lassen is the first volcanic, or the southernmost volcanic in the Cascade
Right.
Range. And so this is the Sierra Nevada mountain range, and we're going to be walking northbound in the Sierra Nevada. And actually we start along the Pacific Crest Trail. The John Muir Trail doesn't start for 30 miles north of us. And so we'll start on the PCT, which is a 2,650 mile trail that runs from Mexico all the way to the Canadian border, near where we live in Washington State. Well, not near, but closer than here for sure. So next stop is Chicken Spring Lake.
Yep.
Let's head on down. Now we're officially on the Pacific Crest Trail. This trail here. And you can see the PCT blaze on that tree. Welcome to our first night's camp. This is Chicken Spring Lake over here. Not a bad place to live for a night. All right, on appetizer tonight we have fresh food, fresh avocado at least, some cheese, some salami, and some crackers over there for our appetizer. And then up there in my mug.
Oh, that's right.
And then for dinner we're gonna heat up some chicken pad thai. now we're exploring all the trees around Chicken Spring Lake. Chicken Spring Lake. These are foxtails related to the bristlecones that we just visited the other day.
All right, we've completed day 1. We are up at Chicken Spring Lake.
We went 4.5 miles today,
Yeah.
so not far. We're using the first few days to kind of acclimate to the high elevation.
Right.
We basically live at sea level, and so we need to spend a few days. We've spent 3 nights in Mammoth,
Good nights.
acclimating. And do you know what happens when you acclimate, or why you even need to acclimate?
Oxygen levels in your blood change.
Yeah, it's because there's less atmosphere at high elevation. There's still 21% oxygen, but it's totally less total atmosphere.
Sure.
So there's less oxygen, what's called partial pressure in the air. And so our bodies have to adjust. Things like we make more of a protein called hemoglobin, which is a protein that transports oxygen. Think of it as like a bus that grabs oxygen in the lungs and then transports it around to all the various cells of your body. Mm-hmm. And so we make more hemoglobin. We also will be making more red blood cells. Hemoglobin is in red blood cells. And over the next few weeks, we'll actually build up our capillary network around the alveoli of the lungs. So there's capillaries that kind of surround the alveoli, the little air sacs within the lungs. And so when you have more capillaries, there's more blood moving through, able to pick up any oxygen that is present.
Yeah.
So, do you know why we need oxygen?
You think I'm a scientist? Come on now.
We need oxygen to fuel a reaction called cell respiration, which cells need to fuel.
I knew that. I just didn't want to say
Yeah,
anything.
to fuel the metabolism. So, like every time our muscle contracts, we got to have a lot of this energy molecule called ATP, and it's made through cell respiration. So, anyway,
Nerd.
we're gonna be acclimating over the next few nights, getting our body accustomed to the lower oxygen.
This is what she teaches in school.
Yeah, it's awesome
Which is
stuff.
awesome.
It is awesome. And it's cool to be experiencing, firsthand the physiology that I teach about. So,
Of course.
Yeah.
Well, the day started at Cottonwood Lake's Trailhead, and we made it up over Cottonwood Pass, just a few hundred feet over 11,000 feet. And we made it here to this lake, Chicken Spring Lake, which oddly enough sits at 11,242 feet. So it's actually a little bit higher than the pass that we made it over. Yeah. So we'll be here tonight, camp set up, eating.
Yeah, that pad thai was pretty good.
Yeah, get the pad thai.
Yeah,
oh my God.
That was good.
Delicious. So then tomorrow, sunrise is around 5:50.
5:50.
And so we won't get up at that time, but we'll get up shortly because the tent gets pretty warm pretty quick. And then we'll probably turn tail to this place, hopefully by about 7.
I mean, that's wishful thinking. I think it might be closer to 8.
Okay, let's try 7:15.
Okay.
And we don't have a long day tomorrow, but this was planned. Again, so much of this first part of the trip is putting about 30 miles in until we actually truly, honestly get on the John Muir Trail. Mm-hmm. So we planned for 4 days to do what we want to do, and it'll benefit us. One, we're not covering as many miles, and our weight and our pack will decrease because we're eating food. And then if we're lucky, keep your fingers crossed. In 3 days or 4 days, we'll try to get to the summit of Mount Whitney.
Yep.
But
we'll see.
Weather will be the key factor in that. So
yeah,
this is our view. It's enjoyable here. Say goodbye, Gretel.
Okay, bye.
And there's a lake. It's pretty dang nice.
Pretty dang nice is right.